I wish I didn't have to wake up early. I was writing letters to my grandparents. What a beautiful song. I will help you with your project. His English is better than hers. The computer he uses for work is old. They may not understand the instructions. His hair is longer than mine. If I had a time machine, I would visit dinosaurs. I helped my brother with his homework. They have a successful business. He likes listening to music. When the oven beeps, the food is ready. He worked hard all day. Yellow flowers are brighter than white ones. You remember your name. When we got to the station, the train had left. We blamed ourselves for the delay. He cannot pass the exam unless he studies. If I had more money, I would buy a new car. The error was repeated several times. Food tastes spicy. We played board games with our friends. He wants to visit London and I want to visit him too. He won't lend you his laptop, will he? For a healthy lifestyle, you should exercise regularly. English is easier than French. If they had visited Paris, they would have seen the Eiffel Tower. He will be angry if you forget your birthday. I lost my keys again. If they don't pay the bill, the electricity will be cut off. If you hurry, you'll catch the train. He wears a hat to protect himself from the sun. You look like your father. We have a great time playing board games. We will not be able to attend the concert on Saturday. He bought himself a present for his birthday. The red dress is more beautiful than the pink one. We had traveled to that country before, so we knew what to expect. I have traveled to Japan and my cousins have also traveled there. My sister is the tallest person in our family. Can you turn the volume down, please? Too noisy. He fixed the broken window. The delivery date of the book I borrowed from the library is tomorrow. He is taller than his brother. I loved watching cartoons as a kid. Did he play the piano as a kid? What a breathtaking view. The photo was taken on the beach. They were building a sand castle on the beach. I might try a new restaurant for dinner. He did not pass the test because he did not understand the subject. Have you finished your work? Will you pick me up from the airport? They're not coming to the party, are they? We will take a break after completing this task. They have finished their homework. He could be the next president. His voice is higher than hers. I wish I had bought that book when I had the chance. Do you speak French? He played video games all day. He sleeps in his room. He fixed the broken window. He is currently studying for his exams. You prefer to stay at home. The letter was sent yesterday. We can go for a walk this weekend. They can ride bikes, we can ride too. I wish he had studied harder for the exam. Students were discussing a topic in class. They must be tired after such a long journey. I can speak Spanish fluently, he told me. We can go camping in the mountains. Could you please turn off the lights before you go? Mary is the nicest person I know. We may have to postpone the trip. He will finish his work ahead of time. If they don't hurry, they'll miss the movie. This is the restaurant where we had our first date. He will be happy if you give him a gift. The cat was chasing a butterfly in the garden. I'll lend you my umbrella in case it rains. Elephants are the largest land animals. For a balanced diet, you should eat more fruits and vegetables. The cat sitting at the table is naughty. We're saving up for our dream vacation. He could not be hired because he had no experience. If I were you, I would apologize to him. You haven't finished your work, have you? Have you seen this movie before? He has to pay his bills by the end of the month. Have you finished your work? I won't be able to attend the meeting tomorrow. He's not coming to the party, is he? We enjoy playing football and our classmates also enjoy it. He looks nervous. My family loves hiking and so do I. They like to play football on the weekends. He was able to quickly solve the math problem. They just started their vacation. We are planting flowers in the garden. Children are playing in the park. I wish I didn't have to study for this exam. We had visited that city many times before we decided to move there. If he doesn't practice more, he won't pass the driver's license exam. He has to take his dog for a walk every evening. We had already booked the hotel room before we left for vacation. If they knew the answer, they would have told us. When the clock strikes midnight, it is New Year's Eve. They were singing karaoke at the party. I want to watch movies, my friends want to watch too. The New York Times is the most widely read newspaper in the United States. He wishes he could swim like a fish. I can type fast on the keyboard. For a healthy lifestyle, you should exercise regularly. The dress she bought is very expensive. He knows the answer. He studied math for the exam. Could you pass me the salt, please? We picnic in the summer. If he can't catch the previous bus, he'll be late. We used to go camping in the summer. If he had more friends, he would be happier. He doesn't want to go for a walk, and neither do I. See you at the restaurant, they said. He has been fixing the car since morning. He caught himself daydreaming during class. If you eat too much, you will feel sick. The boy whose bike was stolen reported the situation to the police. We're going by train, right? He may ask you for help. If the weather is nice, we will go for a walk. We will go skiing in winter. I was studying English last night. He wants to go to photography course. He can go to a job interview. Do you know swimming? This is the best pizza I've ever had. He listens to music while cleaning the house. The book I'm reading is a science fiction novel. We have lived in this city for 5 years. The document was printed this morning. He has been reading for hours. You didn't see that movie, did you? Why did you leave early? Asked. The movie we watched yesterday was a romantic comedy. He may ask you for help. The food was cooked by the chef. If I were rich, I would buy a mansion. I enjoy reading books. He is on the phone with his friend. We visited the museum many times. We will have a picnic in the park. They laughed at themselves in the video. She doubts his intentions. Do you like to travel? He has to get up early to go to work. Could you pass me the salt, please? We congratulated ourselves on a successful job. They didn't see that movie, did they? She is knitting a scarf for her grandmother. He has never traveled alone. We often go swimming in the summer. He likes to listen to music while cooking. This movie is better than the previous one. The concert starts at 9 o'clock. Mark is going to the concert, and so am I. The house that Jack built is now for sale. There is very little information available on the subject. I go swimming twice a week. We recognize the problem. He was playing the guitar in his room. Informative. The party starts at 2000. What a beautiful song. We watched a movie last night, they said. The delivery date of the book I borrowed from the library is tomorrow. How peaceful. He doesn't watch horror movies. Did you see my keys? Asked. He poured himself a glass of wine. The email was sent by my boss. I want to learn to code. The long movie is more boring than the short one. If they don't hurry, they'll miss the movie. He told me, I don't like spicy food. There are too many people in the room. If he performs well, he will be promoted. They bought new clothes for the party. I am God's beloved servant. We are planting flowers in the garden. The date worked for the exam. I understand your point of view. I can jog in the morning. Did you play video games all evening? The blue car is more expensive than the green one. He has enough friends to support him. We can barbecue in the backyard. As soon as the weather clears, we'll go for a walk. If you don't understand something, ask for help. He visited his friend in another city. It's too cold to go out without a jacket. If I had more free time, I would learn to cook. The photo was posted on social media. If he had a guitar, he would play in a band. The car I saw yesterday was a blue sedan. I wish he hadn't left his phone at home. The movie we watched last night was amazing. We've been driving for hours. He has enough friends to support him. They may have made a reservation in advance. You like chocolate, don't you? He may ask you for help. They didn't visit their grandparents, did they? Did you play video games all evening? We value your opinion. This is the restaurant where we had our first date. The problem was reported to the administrator. Could you please drop me off at the airport? We have sufficient resources to complete the project. The car parked outside belongs to my brother. We're doing karaoke at the party. He apologized for being late to the meeting. If the weather is warm, we can go swimming. They visited a famous monument. If he takes a taxi, he will arrive on time. We can't go to the beach today, can we? I'll call you back when I'm done with my meeting. Do you know swimming? I might try a new restaurant for dinner. Tigers are the wildest animals in the jungle. He spends his weekends hiking in the mountains. The restaurant will close at midnight. What time does the movie start? Asked. He was able to fix the broken computer. Have you ever been to Paris before your trip last year? How comfortable. They were watching movies in the cinema. Black coffee is stronger than white. He studied hard, so he passed the exam. If you eat too much, you will feel sick. The blue pencil is cheaper than the red one. Is there enough space in the car for all luggage? Birds are chirping in the trees. My bag is heavier than yours. She is more talkative than her sister. Children are playing outside. My grandfather used to tell me stories before going to bed. We should apologize for our mistake. He can easily remember people's names. Did you run in the marathon? They ate pizza for dinner. I met my friend at the cafe. We know the song. The photo was posted on social media. The baby has been crying for hours. I have to buy a new phone because my phone is broken. The baby cried all night. He studied English for 2 years. We blamed ourselves for the misunderstanding. They're not coming to the party, and neither are we. I have a friend whose father is a doctor. I am sure they will like the concert very much. The movie was watched by millions of people. You have to save money for emergencies. He doesn't drink coffee. She devoted herself to a spa day. I need to finish this report before the deadline. If I had known it would rain, I would have brought an umbrella. How great! I woke up and found myself in another country. I found myself singing along to the song. He has played football since childhood. When the audience arrives, they will start the concert. If they called me, I would answer the phone. He jogs in the park every morning. They traveled a lot before they had children. Can you play the piano? I wish I could turn back time and change my mind. He was taking a shower when the doorbell rang. He may need to borrow your car. She doubts his intentions. We have been working on this project for a long time. If he performs well, he will be promoted. We will take a walk in the park. If you don't have breakfast, you'll be hungry later. He's going to cook for us tonight. You can't pass the exam if you don't study. He wants to visit London and I want to visit him too. It consists of 2 components. We will go on vacation next year. We visited the museum many times. He has never traveled alone. I can attend a dance class. He visited his grandfather. We used to have a garden, but we moved to an apartment. He's not coming to the meeting, and neither am I. He's not coming to the party, is he? We need to make a reservation for dinner. If I see him, I'll tell him the news. We watched a football match on TV. I need to fix my car's flat tire. This is the shop where I bought my new shoes. His car is cleaner than mine. I will call you when I come. How fascinating. If I had more time, I would learn to play the piano. He wished he hadn't missed the bus. When the music starts, start dancing. If you hurry, you'll catch the train. They said they've been waiting for hours. They contain important information. I want to go shopping, she said. Can you ride a bike? If you eat too much, you will feel sick. The baby is crying in his crib. You look beautiful tonight. He talks to himself when he's nervous. Do you know how to dance? I'm the cat sleeping on the couch. You can play video games if you finish your homework. The lioness is the most skilled hunter among the big cats. If I were rich, I would buy a mansion. The dog was digging a hole in the backyard. He wishes he could play the guitar. If you eat too much, you may feel sick. I need to find a new job as soon as possible. They rode their bikes in the park. You like pizza, right? We can go shopping after work. If he had time, he would help you with your project. The city I live in is crowded. The girl standing there is my sister. If you study hard, you will pass the exam. If he had a dog, he would take him for a walk. If it rains, take an umbrella. The Statue of Liberty is the most iconic symbol of freedom. He ate too much pizza and felt full. If they knew the answer, they would have told us. We have to finish our homework. He doesn't play the guitar, does he? The movie interests him. She was knitting a sweater for her sister. I was writing letters to my grandparents. English is the most spoken language in the world. I am cold. He needs to call his family. He could improve his English skills. He poured himself a cup of coffee. They are waiting for the bus at the bus stop. Have you ever tried sushi? This is the park where we played when we were kids. Winter is colder than summer. I've already finished my homework. How knowledgeable. If you hurry, you'll catch the train. He didn't pass the exam, did he? Drink plenty of water if it's hot. Can you help me with this project? We need to clean the windows. You have to believe in yourself and your abilities. They're not going on vacation, are they? He can call you later. We will be able to visit the museum tomorrow. This is the park where we played when we were kids. He goes to work in his car. They had lived in that house for 10 years before they moved in. The cake my grandmother made is my favorite. If it rains, we will stay at home. She has been working as a teacher since last month. By the time I got to the station, the train had already left. I taught myself to swim. We've been friends since high school. His hair is longer than mine. He ate too much pizza and felt full. They will go on a journey next summer. He will find a new job soon. He bought new shoes. We have been waiting for the bus for half an hour. What a caring person. The movie we watched last night was a thriller. This is the best pizza I've ever had. If I don't forget, I'll call you tomorrow. He poured himself a cup of coffee. There were too many people at the concert. When I'm hungry, I make myself a sandwich. The house was built in 1920. What a funny joke. He was jogging in the park. Not happy with the results, right? My cousin likes to take pictures. I drink a cup of coffee when I wake up. We have dinner at 7 o'clock. The Eiffel Tower is the most famous landmark of Paris. The email has been forwarded to all employees. The team worked hard for the match, so they were confident. The movie we watched yesterday was a romantic comedy. He has to attend the afternoon meeting. If I finish my work early, I will go to the cinema.